James Gerald, senior architectural engineer major at North Carolina A&T, and this is the interviewing video where we do a 30-minute interview of an international student. So we have right here, introduce yourself.
Tamara Macloff, civil engineering student, I'm a senior.
Okay, and pretty much what I'm going to do, I'm just going to interview you, get a couple responses from you about certain things, and yeah, I just want to hear the story of your life. So yeah, here we go. First question, tell me the story of your life. This question will allow the person to tell their own story. Go.
Well, James, I was born in Jerusalem, Israel, to my two parents. One was born in Jerusalem and one was in Bethlehem. And if you're familiar with the story in Israel, it's there's been an ongoing war between Christians, which is our religion, and Muslims and Jews. So my dad and mom moved pretty early. So I was raised in New York. And they've been working in New York ever since, just to provide for me and my sisters, because life over there isn't as good and there are not as many opportunities.
Okay. How long have you lived, worked, and studied in the U.S.?
Well, I've only lived in Israel for a couple months, like after I was born. So we lived in New York for 7 years, and then we moved to Greensboro, to Charlotte, and then to Greensboro for like 13 more years.
Okay. Now, what difficulties have you encountered since being here?
Well, actually, the basic struggle with
What are the basic
minorities.
struggles?
Well, being a minority here and you know, not getting the same opportunities as other American-born people get, and applying for financial aid and all those.
Now, would you say this is, you applying for financial aid and stuff like that, is that because you're not from here, like as in just the U.S., or is because you're
Well,
not-
they ask more questions if you're not born in the U.S. and you have to apply for a green card and all that.
Okay. Next question.
I'm legal.
Would you make the journey again?
Back to America?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would. There are a lot more opportunities here than in Israel.
Why? I mean, besides that, why else?
More freedom to practice your religion, and women can actually work here.
Mm-hmm.
Over there, women are supposed to get married and have children by the age of 20, 21.
Okay. What holidays do you celebrate in your culture that is similar or different to the holidays celebrated in the United States?
We celebrate Christmas and Easter, but we celebrate it longer. Like Easter is a week-long celebration.
What does the celebration consist of since it lasts a week?
They start from the beginning, like they start from where Jesus was crucified and then risen, and they just make a whole march throughout Jerusalem about that.
Okay.
And the food is great.
What experiences did you have regarding adjusting to this new environment? As in culture shock, stuff of that nature?
Well, here it's well, actually now there it's pretty much the same thing, like going out, having fun, boyfriends and girlfriends. But before, it's not common for girls and guys to go out together. 'Cause it's like they see it as something inappropriate.
Like being a woman being promiscuous kind of?
Yeah.
What issues globally or locally concern you the most?
I think the war which is going on, I don't think it's ever going to end, but it's getting worse because now they're actually taking homes from my family and turning them into war zones. Like they're turning it into a checkpoint. Christians can't pass a certain checkpoint, and Jewish people are like taking over Christian land and turning it all into Israel.
Okay. Can you elaborate a little bit more like how did it start? What's it
I think they're just fighting over land. There's Palestinians and Israelis, and the Israelis are claiming that Jerusalem and all of that is their land when it was always for Palestine. It's very like, everybody has their own opinion, but I think it's pointless, and they're just killing innocent people.
Okay. How do you like North Carolina A&T?
I actually like it here a lot. I'm not, I'm not struggling because the teachers are great and the students are always helpful.
Okay.
Education is good.
That's good. What made you choose this school?
It was close to home since we live in Greensboro, and my cousin had gone there.
Okay.
Mhm.
And what made you choose the major that you're in?
Family, because my cousin's actually a civil engineer, and I liked what they do.
So what do civil engineers do that you enjoy?
Well, I enjoy infrastructure, and I actually want to go into environmental engineering after this.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your parents? What do they do?
My dad is a respiratory therapist, and my mom works in our business, our family business. It's a coffee shop.
Okay. And how do they feel about education?
They think it's very important. Like, they don't want us to do anything before we get our degree. Like, they don't want us getting married until we get our degree, because they didn't get theirs, so they know the importance of it.
Okay. Now, would you say your parents are strict about it, or they're just kind of like pushing you in a sense?
They're pushing me, but they're not strict. Like, it's my life.
Right.
They would never choose for me.
Okay. Tell me about your siblings.
My sister is a freshman in UNCG, and she's going into pre-med, and I have another little sister who's 14.
What school does she go to?
Southwest High School. No, middle school. Yeah. Forgot.
Okay. You kind of touched upon this before, but I just want you to elaborate a little further. Just want you to elaborate a little further. What do you want to do in life?
I ultimately want to have kids and a family, but I want to work for a couple years before that for a really big company, hopefully.
Can you give me some examples of the company?
Dow Corning. And I also want to work for my cousin's company, which is Atlantic Contracting Company, and kind of spread it out, make it worldwide.
Okay. Do you know any alternate languages?
Yeah, I know Arabic and Spanish.
Which language was harder to learn?
Actually, Arabic was easy for me because I was born into it, but it's a hard language to learn. Like, if I didn't know it, I would have never. Like, I don't know how to read and write it.
Okay. Okay. So tell me about some of the foods that you eat.
Well, every dish has rice, and we have a lot of chicken and vegetables. It's really healthy food.
Okay. Any favorites?
Yeah. I like, there's this salad that we make with parsley. It's really good.
What's the technical name for it?
It's called kabul.
Okay. Any other favorites that you suggest? Like if I came to your country, what would you suggest me to come
The
eat?
favorite, like the most popular that all like foreigners like to try is grape leaves, and it's just grape leaves with rice. It's really good.
Okay. What is the traditional religion?
Well, it's my parents. My dad was Greek Orthodox, and my mom is Catholic. But there are a lot of Muslim, Arabic people.